down, so I can take a tack, bam, bam, 3, 4. Hey, folks, and welcome to another sampler platter. Man, I dig these platters, man, don't you? It's like an old-time radio show. DJ, I get to be a DJ. Sampler platter here on You Dig. And this one, oh man, this one is swinging. This is my man, Lynn Seaton, one of the premier bass players of our time. Great. Oh my goodness, perfect time, speaking of time, in the pocket, always swinging, and a virtuoso soloist. Man, his solos are as intense and many-layered, varied, and sophisticated as any horn player or even a pianist. Man, it's just killing. So, great musician. Everybody wants him, so he's on everybody's albums, a huge catalog and oeuvre of stuff, but we're going to focus on 4 here at the Sampler Platter, and we'll probably mention some of them when we get into the show. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the music of Lynn Seaton. We're going to begin by going with a classic, man. We're going to go back to 1986. That's in the last century, the previous century. And I had just gotten off the road with Maynard's band, but I knew about this album and I listened to it a whole lot, man. This is with the great Woody Herman and his Thundering Herd, one of the greatest names for a big band ever, the band that plays the blues. And in this case, it's the 50th anniversary recording, and what a band, just an incredible band, so many great musicians on this one. And it featured our man Lynn Seaton doing a very unique approach that not many cats can pull off, and Lynn just does it great. It's the Slam Stewart approach, where Slam famously sang along with his improvisations, with a nice gravelly voice, and wow, as you'll hear, Lynn really tears it up. This is my man John Fedchock's composition, might be his biggest hit. It's called Blues for Red. And for all you Chicago people that live in the Chicago area, our man Roger Ingram is featured on lead trumpet at the end of this. But here's Lynn Seaton, John Fedchock's chart, Blues for Red.
What's he talking about here? Lynn Seaton.
Wow. That's a screamer. That's Roger right there. Blues for Red. Oh, man. Concord Records is where you can find that one, and go out and purchase it. You'll be glad you did. Speaking of great projects, here's a very interesting one that Lynn put together called Solo Flights. And as it says on the album cover, and I don't doubt it for a minute, because when you know Lynn's playing, you know this is the case. I've watched him do incredible things with one take, no overdubs. And that's what it says on the album. Everything was recorded and improvised. One take, no overdubs. You don't need it when you play like Lynn. It's just comes out the box perfect and swinging. So here is a beautiful improvisation dedicated to Lynn's wonderfully talented daughter, Aubrey, who is now a sound engineer as well as a songwriter, a great musician. And Aubrey is now up here in my neck of the woods in Chicago and embarking on a marvelous career. But this is an improvisation for Aubrey. Lynn Seaton. That was Improv for Aubrey. Lynn Seaton all day long right there, man, for his wonderful daughter, Aubrey, and who I've known forever. Wonderful, wonderful human being, very talented musician. And it's on Omnitone Records. And as with all of these, look them up, hunt them down, purchase them. Make sure that money gets to Lynn, because he doesn't look like it, because he's fit, buff, but he likes to eat. So let's send him some money, All right, moving on. So remember that I told you everybody, including myself, wants to have Lynn Seaton on their project. I recorded an album called Out of the New that featured Lynn, and so did Kenny Drew, the great Kenny Drew Jr. I'm just looking at the list of cats that are on this all-star album. Kenny Drew Jr., piano, Marvin Smitty Smith, drums, and Lynn Seaton on the bass. What a trio. And this piece, the album is Portraits of Charles Mingus and Thelonious Monk. And this particular piece that Lynn has chosen, and I'm glad he did, is Peggy's Blue Skylight. What a beautiful title, programmatic and very typical of the programmatic, skillful writing of the great Charles Mingus. And so here is Kenny Drew's take on it, with Lynn Seaton on the bass, with the Kenny Drew trio, Smitty Smith on the drums, Peggy's Blue Skylight. How about that? Gotta love some Mingus, and when it's presented like that, good, great, googly moogly. Good, great, googly moogly. That's another level of googly mooglies. All right, then. We got one more to check out here at the Sampler Platter and talk about an all-star assemblage. Oh, man. So Lynn and I have this in common. We both recently played the Butch Miles Jazz Festival in Texas State University, under the direction of Utah Hemrick. Incredible festival, wonderful program, great students. We'll have Utah on Dig University at some point for sure. But both Lynn and I have done that at different times. I was this year with Greg Bissonette, and Lynn was the year before, perhaps, I think, very recently. But it's all about Butch Miles, who Lynn performed with quite a bit, the great Butch Miles, drummer extraordinaire, legendary Count Basie drummer. And so we'll hear a lot about that aggregation when we talk with Lynn during the episode. But here is Butch Miles' album called Straight On Till Morning. Man, Bob Ojeda, Bill Porter, my man, Bill Porter, Chicago. Doug Lawrence, also my man, tenor saxophone with Count Basie. And Lynn Seaton. We all know about Lynn now. And Kenny Drew Jr. once again on the piano. This is a really cool arrangement, and it shows the beneficence of Butch Miles. This is usually a drum feature throughout, but Neil Hefti's Cute, this time done as a feature for Lynn. But you can hear some of that Butch Miles all the way through, man. He plays as well. So let's check it out. Cute, featuring Lynn Seaton. Every time I hear Cute nowadays, I keep thinking of the Buddy Rich tapes. Those in the know will know. I'm not going to say it here, but that's some funny stuff, man. Anyway, that was Butch Miles from the album Straight On Till Morning. Nagel Higher Records. Look for it. Look it up. Purchase it. and you'll be glad you did. That's just one example from that great, great recording. And that's it for the sampler platter. Go enjoy the show now that you're well equipped with a sampling of the oeuvre and the canon that is Lynn Seaton's musical mastery recorded output thus far. Oh, there'll be a lot more. And if you enjoy it, which I know you will, on the YouTube channel, please subscribe, like the video, and subscribe. That'll help us to really, really grow this effort and keep folks like Lynn Seaton coming up here and recording these shows and lifting up the great music that this wonderful artist is all about, and so many others. So, we'll see you on the show with You Dig, and we'll catch you on the next sampler platter.